Hi friends, welcome to Church Creative Guy. Let's make a watercolor paint mosaic thing. I don't know what it's called. That. So here's a simple, cool project we did with the teenagers at my church. They didn't know what they were doing when they were doing it. I prepped it beforehand. We made this beautiful mosaic of a simple line drawing of Jesus that we then put together at the end like a puzzle, and this pretty amazing image started to emerge that they had created, and it all fit together, and it was absolutely astounding. As it happened, that was right before Easter, so on Easter Sunday, we were able to take what they had created, mount it on some coroplast, and display it on Sunday morning during our Easter services. And that built into the rest of the worship service as a way to kick us off at the beginning, and it was absolutely fantastic. You're going to need watercolor paper. A pad of the cheap stuff from your local big box store works fantastically. You'll also need some simple watercolors, absolutely nothing fancy. Blue painter's tape, the 1/2-inch kind seems to work the best, and an X-Acto knife. On the Creative Church Guy scale of difficulty from 1 to Hogwarts, this is about a 3. The hard part will be in the setup, which, as you can see, takes a little bit of time. It's not really difficult, it just is a little tedious. When your group arrives, give everybody their sheet of paper. It will have the blue painter's tape on it. Instruct them not to remove it. That's the mask that you need for the final. Then give them the watercolors and tell them to paint all the white on their sheet. Whatever color they like. It can be abstract, they can make a picture. What they paint individually doesn't matter so much, and you'll see why at the very end. After their painting has dried, it takes maybe 15 to 20 minutes if you're really fast, 30 if you're slow, but it really shouldn't take that long. You're going to gently peel off the blue painter's tape to reveal the part that you have masked off, and those become the lines of your drawing. Then you're going to start assembling them into the final. So you can call out number 1, who has number 1? Look on the back of your paper, and number 1 will come and lay theirs down, and then number 2 and 3 and 4, and all the way on down to the end. And at some point, people will realize what is starting to happen, and it will click, and it is a beautiful, beautiful moment when they start to look and see. What comes to mind immediately is Paul's teaching about we're one body, but with many parts, many functions. We all have a role to play. The Ephesians 4 passage about unity is really, really good for this project by itself. And you can drive home the point that we may look like all these individual pieces, and we all have different ways of expressing who we are. Our projects of our lives all look different from each other, but when we come together, we see that our lives are part of a much larger tapestry. And that is the lesson that this is really meant to drive home. Different colors, abstract, some silly, some dark. But when it all comes together and we see the picture of Jesus start to emerge when we are the body of Christ, there is no more powerful theological message from art than that right there. Hey, thanks for checking out this video. I hope that you were blessed by it and you're able to share this project with your group and your team. And I want to see pictures of what you guys have created because it's going to be fantastic. If you got any questions or comments, leave them below. I'll be happy to answer anything that I can. Check back later and subscribe for more. We got more good stuff coming as a way to bring art back into church and let it speak the glory of God. As always, pray for creativity and may God get the glory.